everyone. Welcome back to Small Town Big Mouths. This is Misty, aka Dolce, and we're excited to have you for another episode.
And this is Amber, your one and only. And today we have a birthday girl.
Woo woo! Hello.
Her name is Carly. Welcome to the table.
Hey.
Please tell us who you are.
So I am actually dating Misty's son. So I am Jackson's girlfriend.
Yes. Officially been a girl for almost a year now.
I know. It'll be a year next month. Not even a month away, actually. Right after Tatum's big day.
That is awesome.
So, I know, but it feels like it's been forever. I feel like I've known you guys forever. This is my second birthday with you guys.
You're definitely part of the family.
I know. I love it.
How sweet. So I'm just going to get into this. I have a few questions once I knew that you were going to join us tonight. So my first question is, how has social media influenced your life and relationships? And before you answer that, can you tell our listeners how old you are?
So I'm 22. 22 today.
Yes.
So these are some questions that I think are good, just based on, because you've grown up in social media.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't. So you're like a new generation to our mic right now.
Mm-hmm. So I will say, honestly, if I could, which obviously I can't, but if I could delete social media completely out of my life, I 100% would. I will say there is like good aspects to social media. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's great for communicating or seeing what people are up to, family, all that good stuff. But I will say, I mean, I've had Snapchat since I was like 12.
That's
Instagram
so crazy.
Since I was like 13. So that's all I grew up seeing. And I will say, I mean, it hasn't had a great effect on me. Like, I have big insecurities, and I will say that a lot of it does come from social media. I love to compare myself to other people. Like, it's just.
Wait, do you love to compare, or you just find yourself doing it?
I find myself doing it.
Because it's just there.
100%. I mean, you open up Instagram and the first thing you see is a picture of a half-naked girl.
Yeah.
That has like the prettiest body, prettiest face. Like, of course, I'm going to sit there and compare myself. You know, if that's the first thing I'm seeing, especially, you know, you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is get on your phone. Imagine you wake up, that's the first thing you're seeing. Like, that's going to play a huge role on my mood throughout the day.
Yeah. And I think for us, because we are older, kind of been there, done that, like, we know, like, oh, this isn't real. This is fake. This is filtered. Because we have been through most of our life without it. Mm-hmm. But for you guys, you've seen kind of since 12 filters.
Yeah.
No, I really wish.
So crazy.
That, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's had a huge effect on my relationships. 100%.
So one of my friend's daughters is like a Snapchat. I've always been with both my kids, like, do not share your fucking location with everybody. You know, then everybody's like, oh, where's so-and-so? Or, you know, and it can cause, I think it's a safety concern.
Oh, no, it is 100%.
And so then.
Is your location open on Snapchat?
No.
Oh, that's good.
I know, like, my kids share with close
certain
friends.
people, yes.
Certain people. But to have it open, because I notice with my friend's daughter, she's always like, oh my God, they're over there and she wasn't invited. Or, you know, you feel a certain type of way. And I think that's so one of the reasons why we don't need to have social media or sharing locations like that. Sharing locations should be a safety thing in my eyes.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I will say that I did have my location on for a hot minute on Snapchat. And I mean, there was an instance where I got into a little altercation with a girl.
Okay.
Over a boy, of course, when I was like in high school. And she threatened to come into my house, and she was like, I screenshotted your location on Snapchat. I know where you live. And I'm like,
right.
I learned my lesson from there.
Yeah, see, a safety concern.
That's what I'm saying.
I've learned my lesson, but yeah, I know, I agree. But social media, I mean, I've honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like it has more negative effects than it does positive, if I'm going to be 100% real.
Yeah, I like social media to keep up with family that you don't really talk to. It's also a place to photo dump, you know, and leave your mark.
The memories.
But we're older. So that's how we see it, you know.
Well,
but
our generation, we've been growing up just comparing ourselves to other people. I mean, you see all these things on social media, what people are doing, what people are wearing. Like, that's gonna have a massive effect on what you do on a daily basis, whether you like to admit it or not.
And they are not using it for photo dumping, which is crazy, because I've noticed I have all my photos. I have 4,000 photos on my Instagram.
Right.
I don't want to get rid of them because that's my timeline. That's my memories. It's like my photo box. Whereas you guys, it's opposite. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to clean this up. And you just delete everything.
No, because we delete what we don't want people to see. And then we keep up there what we look best in.
Right.
So what do you do with those old photos?
I have
Do you archive them?
I do archive them.
Okay, that's good.
So I do have them, but at the same time, we only have up the pictures of what we want people to see.
It's all an image. Social media is
It
keeping
really
up
is.
an image. I mean, you think about it like
I don't think of
we
it
go
as
on
an image
vacation.
for me. I just have fun with it.
we go on vacation, we post our food, we post, you know, we're getting on a plane, we post this, we post that. I mean, yeah, like it's me enjoying my life and I'm sharing it, not for anybody to be jealous. Like, I feel like I've came far enough to be able to do these things where 10, 15 years ago, I wasn't able, you know, I couldn't even afford to do those things. So now I'm proud of my own self to be able to, share that.
Well, I will say that a lot of girls my age, I mean, I think you have a daughter, but I mean, we all have these fake accounts, it's like, it's not our real account. It's a fake account that nobody knows about.
No, I know because
in
Tata was like
disguise.
seeing your story and I go, well, I didn't see that. She goes, yeah, you're not on this one, Mom.
But that's on Snapchat. So that's like the stuff
I'm prohibited on something.
that's on Snapchat. So that's like the stuff that, really, intimate, my good friends will see. Like I have like 10 people on there.
Yeah, I'm not a good
But I mean, no, like I tell you
You're a
everything.
mom. That's exactly what
I mean,
it is.
you know a lot of things that you probably shouldn't know about me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But what I'm saying, that's on Snapchat, but I'm saying like on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, I'll have 2 separate accounts and then on my little spam account that I have, the fake account, I use that to go and stalk people that I don't even need to be looking at. I do things that I don't need to be doing on that account because of social media. It's
Right.
like, I mean, it's
because the real account of yours can't be caught doing that shit.
No.
You got an image to maintain.
I know, but when I'm, it's just, I don't know. It's just not.
Yeah, because
Has
my
it
daughter
affected your relationship with Jax, my son?
Yes.
It has.
100%.
Tell just one incident.
Well, I will say, I think every person does this, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna admit, every girl does this, you get with a guy and you're like, let me see whose ex-girlfriends are, Everybody does that.
Yeah. Everybody.
I'm sure Jackson does it with my ex-boyfriends.
He does.
So,
he knows.
I did.
They're just low key about it.
I just did my research and I got my own feelings hurt 100%. Like I looked at things that I shouldn't be looking at and it created a lot of insecurities within myself and in our relationship. It didn't we're very good at communicating, I will say. So if I ever have an issue, we can very easily talk it out. I mean, we won't ever go to sleep mad at each other.
That's good.
And that's
Good.
a really good quality to have. So I will say, if anything's bothering me, we just lay everything out on the table. And it's, we talk through it. And I've learned my lesson. I don't look at things I don't need to be looking at.
Because you're doing it to yourself.
No, I am.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I am doing it to myself. But it's like, it's right there. It's one click away. Like,
Right. Well, see, at such a young age, it's good that you guys realize that communication is key because if you can't communicate and if somebody's gonna make you feel bad for feeling the way you do, that's not good.
well, it was never like that before with my ex-boyfriends.
Because it was toxic.
It was bad. I'm like, let me see your phone right now. Let me see your Snapchat. Because Snapchat has always
So this
been a
is
big
showing
issue.
you you're in a better relationship now.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
And maturity.
I really don't. I really feel like I don't have to worry at all, and I've never felt like that way before. I've told you this before. I mean, I feel like we're both at the age where it's like we've gone through those relationships where it's been rocky, and it's like we don't want that for each other at this point. I mean, we're at what? We're 20. He's 23. I'm 22. Oh. Tatum's getting married. How old is she?
It still will be rocky in life, girl.
Oh no, 100%. I'm not saying it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows.
See, it's nice when you're this age and you can grow with somebody,
Yes.
but starting over at our age
it's
and
so
being,
hard.
it's hard because you're like, I don't want to put up with the bullshit that you're willing to put up with now.
Oh, 100%.
She's dealing with it because her mother's in
My mom
another
is single.
relationship now.
Well,
Yeah.
she was a single parent since I was about, I think 8.
Yeah.
So she's been through 2 divorces. She's been on and off in multiple relationships. So I've seen what it's like,
It's
if
so
there was
hard.
a single mother, and it's really hard. And a lot of the time she's like, I can't date anymore because these men, they just come with so much. I mean, when you get to my age, it's like they have kids, they have multiple divorces, they're doing this, they're doing that. And I'm just like, I honestly, I couldn't imagine. I feel like if I'm like, all props to you. Like you, Misty, you are a rock star. Like, honestly, because at your, not saying your age, you know, but at your age,
At my age, go ahead, girl.
I want to be able to do it. I was just like, I'm going to stay alone forever.
Sometimes I
So
feel like
props
that.
to you. Props to you.
And I, you know, so Amber, she's single too, and she's a widow as well. So we're both in the same boat of dating. I am older than her, but we won't talk about that. Anyway,
It's only a number.
but I'm just saying, like, the older you get, the harder it is because you do get more like comfortable in like, maybe I just grow old alone. Like maybe this is where I should go. You know, like maybe I don't need all of it that. And then, you know, being accountable with somebody or wondering what's going on with that anxiety of
Are
somebody
they
else.
hungry?
Just
you know,
all of that.
I didn't do the dishes. Is it going to bother him? Or
Yeah, because when I met Ken, I was 39, and I was like, gosh, I still have my whole life ahead of me. And then I lost Ken, and people were still telling me that. They're like, you still have your full life ahead of you. But as you get older, you start realizing, no, maybe I don't, you know?
Right, you just don't know.
But
don't
you know
know.
what? I always tell this to my mom because obviously her and her boyfriend are so in and out, you know. They're so breaking up and they're getting back together multiple times. And I always tell her, you know, being alone shouldn't be seen as such a negative thing. Honestly, I think it's a beautiful thing to be alone. And I think that you can find out so much about yourself, so much about others. And I don't think being alone should be seen as such a negative thing. I really do think it's quite a beautiful thing.
So for me,
I love
think
that.
I saw something recently and it said, is being alone really being alone? Or being single, is it lonely or is it freedom?
Yeah.
What is it? Like, because I'm not lonely. I have the freedom to do as I want.
The freedom is nice.
Yes,
The
it is
freedom
very nice.
I mean,
I need another me.
I can watch whatever I want to watch. You know, I'm like, take up the whole bed, take up the whole bathroom, the whole closets.
Heck yeah.
All of it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, what's your next question?
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so that was enough with the social media. What's the most ridiculous excuse you've used to get out of something?
Oh, I think that's a very tough question. To get out of something.
Maybe like a speeding ticket, you missed
You know,
class.
I've never gotten pulled over, knock on some wood.
Knock
22
on that,
years
girl.
old, I've been driving since I was 16 and never gotten pulled over. I think if I would get pulled over, I would cry. I don't know what I would do. I'm scared of the police. Actually, I'm scared of anything that's bigger than me. But I honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I don't get out of a lot of things. I just do it.
You know what? I kind of believe that.
No, I really do. Like if I have a shift.
She's a people pleaser.
I am. Oh my God. You know that. I'm the biggest people pleaser in the entire world.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say like I've called out of work multiple times with some bullshit lie, you know, but I've never like made up a huge excuse, if I'm going to be honest.
Like a dumb one.
Like
no.
a big lie.
So usually is it like I have a headache or you feel sick? Just like those types of excuses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really
Same
don't feel
shit we
good.
use.
But I'm actually laying in bed just sitting on my phone too lazy to get up and put some makeup on. So
So, yeah, I think one thing I realized today is that once I'm pausing here because I want to know I say this correctly. No, so I think for me to hold other people accountable for doing things, I have to do them. So if I don't show up to record, how am I going to call you or Nikki out for not showing up? Not just podcasting, but in life in general. So if I say I'm going to do something, like I'm going to do it because I said I was going to do it. So when you don't do it, I'm going to call you out on it. So I realized that today is that I'm like, hey, I don't know what I was talking about, but I was like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's why I do that. You know?
Which is so crazy because Carly over here is 22 years old and you're how old again?
39, I'll be 40. Yeah.
Almost 40. And today you had this epiphany. Like,
right.
I'm 49.
24.
No, but I still have epiphanies. Like you're still learning about yourself.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
late in life. And you're like, holy shit, I've been doing that all these years. Maybe that's why. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I think I'm more like that now because I'm so structured with my schedule. Like if it's on my calendar, I'm like, okay, I plan accordingly. So for me, maybe I just do that because I want to be accountable for my own actions and my, if I have kids, so I have to like do all my scheduling.
Yeah.
I live by my calendar.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey, this is a good segue because I know this about Carly, and I wanted to talk about this actually. She's on a calendar too because obviously her age, these kids are in college. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Carly had a recent, sad experience. But I think this is great for us to talk to because I think there's other people out there that are going through the same thing you are.
100%.
And so let's share a little bit about your journey, and then, we'll probably wrap it up so you can go on your date night with my son.
So basically, I graduated in 2020 from high school, and I started taking college classes while I was actually still in high school. I was doing both. It was like an early enrollment type of deal. So I was, I got ahead of the game. And I was so back and forth with nursing. I was like, I don't know if I want to be a nurse, but this is something that I really do feel like is my calling because I love helping people. I mean, oh my gosh, any little thing, I just love being there. I love being ahead of the game. That's just me. I love people. I'm very social. I'm a social butterfly. But I was so back and forth. And so I changed my major a couple of times. I was going into business and then I went to ag business. And I eventually, after a good 3.5, almost 4 years, finished my prerequisites, and I recently applied for nursing school. I applied to 2 places. I applied to Fresno Pacific and Fresno City, not really knowing the amount of competition that was going to be there. I had an idea, but I didn't know to what extent. I think I just had a lot of hope.
Because she had good grades, she had decent T-scores, and all these things. So she thought, okay, I'm a good package.
Yeah, so I had a lot of hope, and I didn't get in. I didn't get into either school. I found out maybe about, I don't even know, on the 19th, so a couple days ago, that I didn't get into City, and then a Fresno Pacific a couple weeks ago. So I'm like back and forth, because, I mean, at my age, and segueing back to social media, I'm seeing all these people around me graduate, and people already working in the hospital, and
some got their acceptance letters,
and they're posting on social
media.
It's
like a lottery, right?
Some of them is a lottery, some of them are point systems. So it kind of just depends on where you're going. But I'm seeing all these people succeed, and I'm just like, I'm not there yet. Like, I haven't even gotten into school, and so it really bums me out because I'm seeing all these people do so well, and so in my head, I'm like, I'm behind. And I have such high expectations for myself, so I really bum myself out a lot when I'm not, I don't meet up to par with,
you're an overachiever.
Yeah.
Well, timing is everything.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell myself that. I mean, obviously,
And these schools, Amber, she cannot reapply for a year. Is that? I know.
So
that's ridiculous.
Is there any other
really
schools? What about, does Fresno State have a?
No, Fresno State does, but my GPA isn't high enough. So I mean,
that's how competitive it is.
I have a good GPA, but it's not where it should be to even apply. So I didn't even shoot my shot there because I was like, I'm not going to waste my time, But there are some schools in Visalia, so I'm going to be applying this next month to both schools in Visalia. But I mean,
who wants to drive there?
Exactly. So I'm like, if I get into Visalia, I'm either buying myself a new car or I'm getting an apartment, one of the two, because I mean, especially when you're in nursing school, you have such long days. I mean, you have clinicals that are 8-9 hours long. You have to be there at 6:30 in the morning. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's dangerous. I mean, going that early in the morning, you're half asleep, it's not something that I want to do, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep my eyes, open, keep my head clear, and just.
And then I have a friend of mine, Jamie, that happened to come around. See, I think it was all timing,
divine
intervention. She's in her 40s, and she's now, after 3 times, got into nursing school.
Wow.
She
don't give up.
Yeah, and she's in her 40s. And she's like, you're only 22. You're not behind the game. Right. But I think it goes back to your first question. The pressure they put on themselves because they see this on social media. You know what I mean? All these people.
Social media, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but, I can't keep myself off of it, so.
Well, I want to ask you something else to end this. What advice would you give teens graduating from high school today?
Oh my gosh. Do not get a boyfriend in high school.
I like that one. Yeah. Yeah, no need.
Do not get a boyfriend in high school and fresh out of college. Bad idea. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But honestly, do not listen to what other people tell you or what people think about you. I mean, that's the biggest thing on it. You can only say so much, you know. You can't tell someone, oh, don't believe what they say. They're going to believe what they want. But, you know, you can, I don't know what the word I'm finding is. You can inspire or, you know, you can tell them, you know, just do your own thing. You know, just do your own thing. Do not care about what other people think. Wear what you want. Do your hair how you want. Think how you want. Love who you want. I mean,
just be happy.
Honestly,
do what makes you happy.
I know this is so cliche, but you only live once, and life is such a beautiful thing. So don't waste your time on pleasing other people. Please yourself.
I love that.
Yeah.
Please
And
yourself.
Less anxiety, all of it.
And being alone is okay. You don't need a boy or a girl or a mother or a dad. All you need is yourself and, you know,
your strength.
Yeah. That's all. That's literally all you need.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that's a good ending with Carly. Good job.
Can we? I just let Heat Wave.
I know.
But I'm kind of curious what she'll say.
Okay.
What?
So we do like, you know, the Valley Heat
Oh,
Wave.
yes. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, because
I
you've
listen
heard
to the podcast.
Yes, girl.
I listen to the podcast.
So this past week, what was your heat? So something that made you angry, right? Something that just like pisses you off. And I think I know what this is, but still.
I think the podcast knows what it is.
And then what your wave is like, yes, wave makes you happy this past week.
I will say my heat, obviously, without being into nursing school, not getting into nursing school. I think they just, you know, they can't handle me. I think I'm just too good for them, you know?
I love her.
I like that too. You're flipping the script, girl.
It's just because, you know, I have a big butt, I'm pretty, and I'm smart, so they can't handle it.
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, that would obviously be my heat. But being optimistic, my wave would be, you know what, today I will say a lot of people on my birthday have reached out to me that I didn't think would reach out to me. I haven't talked to in years, and they reached out to me and they told me happy birthday. And not only that, I feel like you guys, Misty and Tatum, they have made my birthday so special, and Jackson has made my birthday so special, and, you know, them coming into my life has been such a blessing. I'm like, I love them so much.
We love you, honey.
But this year I've just felt so much love, you know, or this whole week. I mean, obviously this year, but this week and today I've just felt so much love. And yeah,
I love that.
Sweet.
What about you, Ams?
Well, I'm going to say my heat is that on my way over here, I was in the garage. I was about to get in my car, and I was sitting in my car with the door open, about to shut it. And then I saw this thing that's leaning up against the wall, about to hit my car. So I like reached out as my car door is shutting, and it slammed on my arm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm okay, but I was like, what the fuck? Now I'm gonna have a bruise. And you know, it's hot out, so I don't want to have bruises on my arms.
Got you.
I'd say my wave is I'm taking another trip.
You are?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Where to?
Vegas again.
Vegas. Okay, that's
yes.
the next one you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, the Vegas for my mom's birthday. So
fun.
Yeah.
I've
Where are you
never been to
staying?
Vegas.
we're staying at the Vidara.
Badara. I've never stayed there. You'll have to let us know.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You guys need to
definitely.
take me to Vegas. I've never
What
been to
made you
Vegas.
choose Vidara?
My mom chose it, but
Okay.
I've stayed there before. Remember I told you I get MGM comps? And
Yes.
So it's just kind
She's a
of,
Vegas goer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I go when I get free rooms.
I don't blame you. I do not blame
And
you.
they give you food and beverage credit, a little bit of free play, you know? So, I mean, it's worth it. I mean, you end up spending more money, but
Yeah.
it's fine. So what about you?
I posted on my Facebook, so some people I think might have saw it. And my heat is you're talking to somebody, hanging out with somebody, and then for no reason, like you're like, okay, I'm expecting a call. Like, bye, great time. You had a, conversation, everything leading up, great time. And then literally never hear from them again. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
That is weird. Like
That's ghosting.
that is the definition. I didn't know what your situation was. I did see obviously I commented.
True ghosting.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a true ghoster.
Yeah, and it's like, I know it's not me. It's always them. That a true ghoster, it's not you. Because in that, I mean, unless they heard something just crazy about you, but even then, like, they should have the balls to be able to reach out and be like, hey, I just don't think this is a good fit. You know what I mean?
Maybe he thought that you were too good for him.
Then say, I just don't think we're going to be a good match.
Yeah.
Like, so people out there, just give the respect and common courtesy, just another human being that you're walking away. That's all I'm saying. I think, and if a person can't take that, then okay, hey, block, delete, bye. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think a mature person will be like, hey, thanks for letting me know. At least you didn't ghost me, you know? And then that's it. Boom, boom.
I think
bye.
we need to talk about this on.
Well, he's obviously a weenie, so you can. He's a weenie, a big fat weenie.
Little weenie.
So what is your wave?
My wave, and you kids will know this. Jackson definitely knows this. I love Arm & Hammer magic erasers.
Oh my gosh.
No, I really do. I'm obsessed. Like when I'm low on them, I'm ordering another supply.
You should just get a subscription.
Well, I'm trying to get a partnership here, Arm & Hammer.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Tag.
No, are they always in the bathroom?
Oh my god.
Do you guys ever use them? No.
Your son should be with his beard hairs everywhere. But, you know.
Oh my goodness. I
But
don't
yes.
miss having a man in the house.
See? But that, honestly,
That's
that is, I just realize it's a small thing sometimes. I'm like, I really fucking love these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've used them before. I mean, they're good.
They're lovely.
All right, you guys,
All
with that,
right.
we're going to sign off and say Roger that.
Roger that.
Roger that.